Good everyone. I hope you guys have an amazing day. So if you remember in the last episode, I talked about the volume-based discount, right? Which is pretty simple, right? You give discount based on the volume. If you remember, I did talk about how to configure the discount schedule. For instance, I configure the discount options, and I provided two tiers, right? Um, like 3 items and above, you'll give 10% discount. 10 and above gives 15% discount. What if, right, a company has a requirement where they don't want to give volume based discount based on the discount percent? Instead, they want to give based on an amount. For instance, they wanted to give, from 3 to 10 upper bound instead of 10%. They want to give $10 discount, right? Um, and from 10 to 20, they wanted to give, say, $15 discount instead of 15%. I mean, this might be a scenario in certain companies. They might have, certain fixed amount of discount for a product, so they may not want to give the percentage based. Instead, they wanted to give amount based discount. So, how to do that? It's pretty simple. So, what I'll do, I'll go back to the discount schedule, right? And I'll open this discount options here. And if you see that under this, you have something called discount unit. Change this to from percent to amount, right? And then you save it. Now, when you save this, right, you will see a difference when you go and try to edit the tiers. That is, you see that the discount percent sign changed to the discount dollar sign. So what are you trying to say here is that, hey, from 3 above and till 10, I'll be paying, I'm keen to pay $10 discount instead of paying, 10% discount. So the prices got changed to from a percentage to the amount. Okay, so that's all you have to do in this case, and let's see how it works when I try to create a code. Okay, so I'll go to the same code which I did last time, and I'll go to edit lines. Um, and I'll go to um, I think this was the 10 something. Yeah, the 10-inch tablet. So I'll do there, right? And I'll do select. Okay. All right. So if you look at it, the discount won't kick in, right? I'm because I'm only selling quantity value as one. So what I'll do, I'll change it to four, because the maths gets easier, right? When you have the even numbers. Excuse me. All right. So I got um, 560. Okay. So because it calculated based on the $10 calculation based on that, right? Um, so uh, what it did $10 for four products. So let's see. I will change it to six. Okay. So all right. So what happens is, so six times 150 is um, 900, and we said, hey, I wanted to give $10 discount on each product, right? Each quantity. So it subtracted 10 times 6, which is 60. So 900 minus 60 is 840, right? So that's how it works. It's pretty clear, right? Okay. Now, what if I don't want to give a discount on entire product? Sorry, entire quantity. Say, um, what if, like for instance, I have six products here, right? And if I go back to the discount schedule, if you remember, I said three and above. What if I wanted to give discount only from three and above, right? I don't want to give discounts. Say I wanted to give discount only on the four extra quantities here instead of including six, right? Because obviously you're saying that if you buy more than three products, you'll be eligible for discount. But I only wanted to give discount only for from the eligibility mark, right? From means two and three and above. So that means if you are buying six, right? So you should be eligible for four products to be categorized under discount option, and the two you should be excluding it. So that might seems like a bit complex requirement, right? If you saying, hey, how do I split two out of it and only give discounts to the four products? That sounds a bit difficult. No, not really, because we have an out of box option, which is pretty straightforward. So what I'll do, I'll go to the discount schedule here, and I'll go to discount options. So you see the range, right? So we have something called range. So range pretty much applies to the entire product quantity. And so instead, I'll use something called slab. So what slab will do, right? It will start calculating discount from the threshold. Okay. So edit here. So it is saying, okay, I just wanted to give the discount uh, from. Okay, so wait a second. We'll change it to the percent just to make it easier. Okay, this is cool, right? So it's back to percentage. So the slab, the functionality of slab is, right. It will say, hey, uh, out of six quantities, right, I'm only going to give you discount for four quantities because it's a slab, right? Discounts will only kick in uh, from the minimum threshold value. That's from three. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll go to code and explain to you the calculation is pretty simple. Sorry, not new code. I'm not interested to create it. It can get a little bit confusing, especially the calculations behind the scene, but it's not too hard, guys. It's just, you just need to understand what the software is doing behind the scene. That's all. Okay, so I'm gonna do add products, and I will say 10, yeah, and just here, select. Okay, so what I'll do, I will do um, six, right? Let's do four first. Okay, so four. Okay, now how this gonna work? Okay, I'll show you. Let me calculate it first. Right. So it is working on uh, the last two quantities instead of so it is giving okay um, wait a second. Let me use a calculator and explain to you guys how it works, right? It will make it clear. Okay, so what we have 150 times 4, right? That's normally supposed to be the total value of this product with a quantity of 4, right? Now, um, here we can see that we're getting $30 off. Okay, now you must be thinking, where am I getting that from? Okay, now if you remember the slab, right? Slab comes into picture when the threshold hits. So we have four products. Okay, so so it will exclude the first two, right? So it's a, hey, I don't care, just bugger up with the first two, right? So the first two is gone. So now we're left with only two, right? So two times 150. Okay, crap. Hang on a second. Two times 150. That's 300. Okay. Now what slab tells you, right? I'm gonna give discount on this value. Okay, that's a 10% um, off the 300. That is the $30. So that's why you're getting 570. Okay, let's do one more example just to make it more clear. I'm gonna do six. Okay, quick save. Sorry, not quick save. Okay, 840. Now you must be thinking, okay, how is that going to happen? Or how is that working out, right? Okay, so what we do, we're just going to open the calculator. So we have, what's that, 6 times 150? That's 900. And we're getting $60 as a discount, right? All right. So since we are using slab, right? So what the slab will say, I'm going to exclude the first two because we're saying the threshold starts at the third position, right? So basically, it will ignore the first two quantity. So that means we have four quantities in hand. So the discount will be applied to those four quantities. So the four quantities means we got 4 times 150 and 600, and the 10% obviously 60. So that's how we're getting 840, right? So this is a pretty interesting concept, but once you understand it, it's very easy to use, guys. I mean, some of the companies will say, "Hey, I want these options. I wanted to do this." So you need to know how to do this. These are out of box functionality. It's not. You don't have to do any sort of customization to get this. Uh, get this kind of solution. So it's all out of box CPQ functionality. So you should know how to use it. So once you know, you're good to go. So that's being said, that's all I wanted to talk about in this episode. I hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday. Adios.